Homeopathy is an alternative medicine. It works really well with conventional medicine, so it's not one or the other. All the substances come from natural sources or plants, minerals. It works with the patient to bring around sense of well-being and healing, but in all levels, not just physical wellness but mental clarity and eventually cure. So homeopathy can be applied to anything, really. Anything that makes somebody feel unbalanced, not unbalanced, imbalanced. So people come for mental health problems, they come for physical ailments, they come for anything that can make their lives uncomfortable, really. But anxiety, depression is a big one. And bearing in mind that mind and body interconnected, nothing comes alone. So the physical symptoms are always related to something mental or emotional or a trauma or something that has happened to them in the past or in childhood. So it's very safe. It's for everyone. So I treat children, I treat adults, I treat teenagers. So it's for everyone. It's babies, pregnant women. It's really safe. There's no side effects. And anyone can use it in any stage of life. I find that all healers become healers because of their personal trauma and personal story. So for me, it was a kind of awakening at some point that conventional medicine in chronic illnesses, in chronic ailments, was not working, really. It was not bringing cure, rather than touching on the symptoms, making life comfortable, so not addressing the root cause of the illness. And my story was when I had my first child, and there was some complications, and I had to really understand where I got it wrong and what happened. And then I really started researching, and from there, like step by step, I went to homeopath myself as a patient. I was treated for migraines and tonsillitis and all of that, which was very much linked to that original birth trauma that I suffered alongside my baby. So when I saw the miraculous cure that I experienced, I saw I really have to know more about this and just make sure people know what they can do with their lives and what they can do with themselves, and how they can approach health from a different angle. So it's not always the conventional way. You can just approach health in so many different ways, more holistically, really. I've trained as a nutritionist as well, but my original love is homeopathy. So you can blend these two really lovely together and, help people in so many levels. The gut microbiome is something really important. Is all over the place now. Everybody, reads and knows about it. But with the homeopathic medicines, we touch a bit further than that, in a deeper level. But definitely we can work with gut healing and all of that. But I work with supplements as well, and just trying to support people live the best lives, really. I think with nature, really what everybody's suffering today, because we've come so much away from it. And I think the answer to that is just go back, take many steps back, and just go to what we used to know. Because wild animals that live in nature, they never die of cancer, they never have eczema, they just die because another animal kills them. Well, it's a survival kind of mechanism there, isn't it? So because we've come apart from that, or our ailments have started, and then you see in domesticated animals, because they have, they have adjusted to this kind of lifestyle, you get animals with eczema, you get animals with cancer. You wouldn't get a wild animal developing this kind of disease in the jungle, like a lion with eczema. Can you imagine that? So you can see how, because we have detached ourselves from a natural lifestyle, and of course it's not possible to go back, but you know, step by step we can all do our bit and just be more in touch with nature and ourselves, really. You know, everybody's so different, so in my approach I try to be with the person rather than just trying to teach them stuff or get them to do things. It has to be quite gentle, and they have to do it by themselves, to find the need to go back and go back to the source, really. So with people that I work for a while, like a few years now, you can see like a shift in their perception. They start to eat more healthy. It's not about me giving them a diet, just do this, because they probably do it for a week or so and then they will just drop it. It's just having the will to do it, and it comes from a place from within. So if that doesn't happen, that shift doesn't happen, whatever I say or whatever I, study or teach them to do, it won't happen. But you can see people that gradually get better, that they seek this kind of connection again with nature, with friends, with real relationship, getting away from, abusive relationships or drugs or crap food or whatever. So that is, and it's their own doing. And I'm just observing this path, and I'm just, noting the progression they make. So if we go back in how they were 3 years ago, perhaps, we could see this major shift in their lives and their lifestyles. So first you come with a problem, or what you perceive as a problem. It doesn't have to be a problem for other people. Maybe you feel something is not at ease, and this is what disease is something that's not at ease. So if you feel something is not at ease or unbalanced, then you feel you need to do something about it and make a correction. So you reach out to me, you book an appointment, and we have the first consultation, which is usually 2 hours, which I go through everything and what is going on in the subconscious mind, like dreams, fears, kind of visceral stuff, not just because we're quite conditioned to talk about our emotions, because it's you hear it everywhere now, it's everywhere. But the more visceral kind of stuff, like dreams or fears that we get, they're always there, and they're very important for me to explore. So after the first consultation, I just study and understand what the inner pattern of this person is and what the imbalance is about, and then I prescribe the homeopathic remedy that I think is appropriate. And from there, I just monitor how this person progresses and what shifts happen. And 4 weeks later, we book another appointment, like a follow-up, which lasts an hour this time, to just look at how this month went, what's happened, how things have changed. In more chronic cases, you would expect a few appointments to start get things moving. But with more kind of, injuries and acute problems, it's simpler for me to treat. But in chronic cases, I usually suggest people to, book 4 or 6 appointments to just have like a health plan ahead of them to just get them into the place they need to be. Success stories are always there, and just me observing people's journey and how they go through life in a more healthy and balanced way is great to watch, and it's a great honor for me to be part of this journey. I've treated many ladies with menopausal stuff very successfully, and they're very grateful, them and their husbands. Everybody gets better. I don't have a success story. Everybody gets better. And there's always other options and other things to try, and there's always, you can see just, because as I said, health is not a linear thing. It just has ups and downs. But overall, when you're looking back, you can see how much progress you've made and where you used to be. Like when you go to the gym, I mean, you don't expect to go to the gym and just become professional kind of lifter at once. But when sometimes you feel, oh, this is not a good day for me. But when you look back, you see how much progress you've made all this time, and you say, oh yeah, actually, I'm better.